What's up, y'all? It's Daniel, your Shoemmelier. Today is Monday, June 8th, 2020, and I don't speak in hyperbole when I say that this is truly a historic moment, not only for our country, but for the world. Demonstrations and protests are taking place all over the world against systemic racism and police brutality. The murder of George Floyd by 4 Minneapolis police officers lit a spark to a fire that has been brewing in this country for generations. We are also 1 week into June, which is Pride Month, celebrated each year to honor the 1969 Stonewall Uprising in Manhattan. The Stonewall Uprising was a tipping point for the gay liberation movement in the United States. The purpose of this commemorative month is to recognize the impact that lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender individuals have had on history locally, nationally, and internationally. Now, there are definitely smarter and more appropriate people to talk about Black Lives Matter and Pride Month. And honestly, I do feel a bit out of place making a YouTube video about shoes while the world has more important things to deal with. But I thought it important to draw a connection between Black Lives Matter, Pride Month, and sneakers. Because as Kurt Hummel from Glee said to Sue Sylvester when talking about himself and his friend Mercedes Jones, "I'm gay. She's black. We make culture." And for all of us out there that didn't know, that forgot, or just didn't care, sneaker culture is black culture. Buckle up, guys. We're going to have a short history lesson. The sneaker began life in the 19th century as a multi-purpose, rubber-soled casual shoe designed for activities like playing croquet and beach walks. The name first appeared around mid-century, but wasn't until sports like basketball developed that the sneaker found its 20th century athletic vocation, and its marketing developed along with the sport. The black connection to basketball dates back to the turn of the 20th century. Like baseball, the relatively young sport became associated with racial uplift, and basketball teams formed at historically black colleges even before the First World War. The first black professional teams, the Globetrotters and Renaissance in New York, emerged in the 1920s. When the sport began to integrate in the 1950s, the legacy of these teams, along with the pioneering work of a few legendary black college players and coaches, formed the basis of the coming black domination of basketball. By the end of the 1960s, the majority of the players in the NBA were black. The sneaker companies figured out that by offering distinct models and linking their shoes to well-liked players, they could radically expand sales. The idea started with signature shoes for a handful of players and took off from there. It was the old celebrity endorsement, but better, because it implied a link between the shoe and the athlete's performance. Now, a quick turn to headphones. Specifically, Beats noise-canceling headphones. I promise it's related. Beats Electronics, originally known as Beats by Dre, is an audio company founded in 2006 by Interscope Records chairman Jimmy Iovine and iconic rapper entrepreneur Andre Young, better known as Dr. Dre. The company debuted its first product, Beats by Dr. Dre Studio headphones, in 2008. The duo promoted the headphones by claiming that listeners were not able to discern all of the sounds and nuances in a song with most headphones on the market. Beats by Dre Studio headphones would allow the listener to hear what the artist actually intended for them to hear, to, quote, listen to the music the way they should, end quote. With the namesake of an urban cultural icon and a price tag over $300, the headphones were highly valued accessories. As Beats entered the noise-canceling headphones market, their website displayed an impressive collection of endorsements by prominent black male athletes, including LeBron James, Richard Sherman, and Kevin Garnett. The use of black bodies to sell products has a problematic history, beginning with black people being sold as products, transitioning into a fascination with black bodies that allowed white advertisers to market their products as natural and authentic. In particular, there is an overwhelming legacy of white fascination with black male bodies, as athletic black man as sexually virile, and black culture as fun that has strong roots in blackface minstrelsy, America's first widely popular entertainment form. The use of black male athletes to sell headphones can be seen as an extension of this legacy. Now, back to sneakers. Though honestly, the stories of sneakers and Beats by Dre headphones are pretty similar. New and more elaborate basketball sneakers had practical appeal. They had masculine appeal. And they had, already, black cultural appeal since so many of the players were black. In 1986, Run DMC inaugurated a long tradition of rap songs about sneakers with an ode to the Adidas Superstar, a shell-top sneaker worn at one point in the 70s by around 75% of basketball players. For years, the rap group had worn Superstars at their concerts, unlaced and with the tongues pulled out, a look inspired by prison footwear. Nike marketed its Air Jordans, first released in 1985, with a series of ads linking the shoes directly to the basketball greats' athletic prowess and to black youth culture. Some of them also starred Spike Lee, who reprised his role as Knicks worshipping Mars Blackman from the movie She's Gotta Have It. In an essay from the mid-90s, Michael Eric Dyson runs down the associations that Michael Jordan had at the time for men in the black community, both as a black male icon and as an object of veneration in the broader culture. He writes, "The sneaker reflects at once the projection and stylization of black urban realities linked in our contemporary historical moment to rap culture and the underground political economy of crack, and reigns as the universal icon for the culture of consumption. The sneaker symbolizes the ingenious manner in which black cultural nuances of cool, hip, and chic have influenced the broader American cultural landscape. It was black street culture that influenced sneaker companies' aggressive invasion of the black juvenile market." This is how sneaker culture became associated with young black men, even though young black men are far from the only ones to wear sneakers. Now let's think about it. Who are some of the most popular sneaker endorsers? Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and of course the GOAT, Michael Jordan. All basketball players, yes, but also all black. Now, who are some of the hottest sneaker and/or fashion designers right now? Kanye West, Jerry Lorenzo, Virgil Abloh, Tyler the Creator, Pharrell Williams, Travis Scott, and an OG DJ Clark Kent. Gee, what do they all have in common? They're black. And just because, as a musician, I would be remiss if I didn't mention it, two of the most recent Pulitzer Prize winners, Lin-Manuel Miranda, 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Drama, Hamilton, Kendrick Lamar, 2018 Pulitzer Prize for Music, Damn. Hey, both utilize rap, one a little bit more authentic than the other. And while Lin isn't black, he is a person of color, Puerto Rican, and famously uses black actors and actresses in roles that were historically and literally white men and women. The fact is, black culture is in all cultures. It's in our music, it's in our clothes, it's in our movies, it's in our memes, and without a doubt, it's in our sneakers. So whether you wear your shoes for sports, for work, for play, or just to flex on some nerds, every time you put on any sneaker, remember that black culture and black excellence is largely responsible for why that sneaker or sneaker brand is successful. And remembering that matters because Black lives matter.